Welcome back to Crypto Dragons. So on-chain trading has never been this big. Thanks to platforms like Pump.fun, it's easier than ever to launch a token. But here is the issue. Anybody can launch a token, and not everybody can launch it properly. That's why we see scams everywhere. One of the best examples of this was Kanye West's Yeezy token. It pumped over $400 million in hours and then dumped more than 90%. Over 51,000 wallets lost money, whilst insiders cashed out over $12 million. So this is the new reality. With new tokens and more tokens, that is more scams, and why 2025 is about verification, not trust. Quickly though, before we do get any further, as always, remember the usual disclaimer that nothing in today's video should be taken as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and you should treat this strictly for educational purposes. So these days, if you ate brand newly launched tokens without checking the supply, to be honest, you're just gambling. That is why everybody is now using Bubblemaps. It's embedded in DEX Screener, CoinGecko, and Dextools. Even the likes of Axiom and Bonk tools. Millions of traders use this each month. So this is linked down below in the description. And if you are trading crypto, especially new tokens, Bubblemaps is key and you need to be using it. So again, we've seen more tokens and have more scams. Again, another example, we had the Kanye West token here. We also had the Hark to a token from Haley Welch. 96% of this token was controlled by insiders before crashing. If you just simply went out and bought the token, you wouldn't have known that. And of course, a 90% crash on the token after its peak. So again, insiders are doing this all of the time, and you need to be checking your token contracts before purchasing into any of them. So now let me show you how Bubblemaps works. So first, you want to sign up and log in to get access to the Meiji beta and all of the features. So first, you want to just scan a token, where of course at the top of the page, you can search a token, or you can take a look at one of the featured or explore tokens. For this example, let's take a look at Shiba Inu. After clicking on a token here, it will give us a full bubble chart. We can also see the interdesk is powered by BMT, but we will be taking a look at the BMT token later. So each individual bubble is a wallet address. You can click on them and see the wallet address, their percentage of supply, amount owned, and USD value. And you can see the arrows between the bubbles. These are linked wallet addresses, which is called a cluster. So we can see this main wallet here. It's the top biggest wallet with 0.47% of supply. However, it is linked to 6 other wallets, which in total, all of these wallets has a cluster supply of 2.91% here. You can also see just single wallets, and they are tracked if they are exchange wallets. So we can see I've unticked show exchanges, but if I turn on exchanges, we can actually see exchange wallets with the logos and how much the exchanges earn. So for example, here Binance has a link of quite a few wallets here with a total of 3.5% of the supply. You can also see Upbit is the second biggest, and the top holding here is just a null address here. So what you want to watch out for when you are checking a token is if there are a few clusters controlling a high percentages. We're looking at 20% plus, 30%, 40%. Of course, if it's labeled as an exchange, that is okay because the exchanges are holding other users' funds. But if you have an unknown wallet address with a large percent of supply or a cluster, that is a massive red flag. Additionally, we have the magic nodes feature here. If we toggle magic nodes, you can see it actually shows us many more links. So we can see this node and it shows us the transaction flow of the wallets. So we can see one wallet here has a cluster of 4.2% and just spread tokens out from their wallet into many different other side wallets. This is a common thing that whales end up doing, so you can't see that they have a large supply. But again, by using the Bubblemaps node feature, you can actually see where the funds have been spread. And we can see here many spreads and been sent across And of course, the Binance ones are okay, but these spreads switching between loads of wallets, we can see cluster supply of nearly 8%. That is a SHIB whale. Additionally, we also have a time travel feature. So we can, of course, actually set a date of the token and see the clusters and how it's changed over time. So let's us go all the way back to launch day, which was the 1st of August 2020. And having this all in one platform, this easy to use, is incredible. Again, Bubblemaps, hats off to you, because this product is, well, one, completely needed, and two, it's a great tool to stop people falling for rug pulls and scams. So we can see on launch day, again, 5 years ago, there was one wallet here with 24% of supply. And we also had Vitalik Buterin's wallet here, which he had 26%. Well, he actually had 50% of all SHIB supply. So that, of course, would have just been sent to his wallet. But it shows, imagine he had that much now. Of course, SHIB wouldn't have been that high. But the time travel feature is really cool. Additionally, you can save and get links to the pages if you want to share this. And of course, copy the links. You can also actually sort tokens and token transfers. And of course, paste in any contract address. For example, say you want to look at one of the latest lean points, which is ASTA. Again, this is on the BNB chain because Bubblemaps is on Solana, BNB, Ethereum, and more. So any chain you need to check a token, Bubblemaps has you covered. And here we can see ASTA. So most of this supply is actually held by exchanges. We can see Binance wallet on the side, and DYOR has a cluster of 3.2%, and Bitget has a pretty big cluster as well. So you can show and hide wallets, because you can see some unknown wallets or some LP wallets. Again, these ones with say 26%, normally that is just your like LP, for example, Uniswap, etc. But it's great to be able to do your own research in under 60 seconds. So Bubblemaps is going to get more and more popular whenever we see a big influx of on-chain activity, for example, a meme season. Every meme season, we see Bubblemaps screenshot go viral across Twitter, which is some free visibility and attention towards their platform. And again, any attention in crypto brings liquidity. And if everyone uses a smart tool, smart money also holds for the BMT token, which is Bubblemaps' own native token. So the good thing about BNB is, again, the token is used across Solana, Base, BNB, Ethereum, Ton, Sunny. Everywhere you can use the token. We can see, take a look at the liquidity on BNB, for example. So the token is sat at just 17 million market cap, which given the amount of visibility and usefulness of the tool, this looks like an absolute steal. We can see it peaked at 0.32. So if it's going back to high, you're looking at a 5x return. And again, if we see a meme season, an on-chain season, Bubblemaps is the #1 platform for on-chain investigation and due diligence. Everybody realistically should be using it. And again, it's embedded in tier 1 trading tools, the likes of DEX Screener, CoinGecko, Dextools, Axiom, and Bonk. They have clients, the likes of Solana Foundation, again, CoinGecko, Etherscan, and the token is listed on Binance, Bithumb, Bitget. So these are some big tier 1 exchanges. And it's a real company, again, they have real revenue and are shipping fast. You can take a look at their white paper and wiki for further details. But more importantly, the market cap is still low. And again, you're ready for a clean setup going back to heights. We've seen this playbook before. Infrastructure plus product and narrative is primed for a big breakout. You, of course, can follow their socials here at Bubblemaps, again, built for suits, powered by BMT. And additionally, there's also the CEO, Nick, behind Bubblemaps. So we see first step on the roadmap, announcing the IntoTheBlock. Crypto has no memory, no accountability until now, powered by BMT. So this is the next catalyst for the BMT token. Again, one of the leaders in the info narrative, IntoTheBlock is designed to be cryptocurrency's accountability layer. Every hack or rug becomes a permanent case with receipts and timelines. The community stakes the BMT tokens to decide which cases matter, and the contributors are wrapped. Then the best sleuths will get the rewards, and the IntoTheBlock will preserve a record of scams and pay investigators for exposing the truth. So again, you'll be able to spotlight a case. The more votes, the higher the reward. And again, you get a permanent ledger of everything happening, and you can help on the platform. On Dextools, you can become a mapper, try to map where the funds have been moving and help with investigations. So it's really cleaning up the scams and all of these rug pulls in the crypto space. So again, on-chain trading is the fastest growing part of crypto. Bubblemaps is already the most visible transparency tool integrated everywhere, trusted by founders and listed on Binance and Bithumb. It's early, low cap, and it's profitable. And with the DEX BMT could be the blue chip InfoFi token of the cycle. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.